Yeah, are we back? I'm gonna assume that we are okay for now. Otherwise, OBS is just being weird. But yeah, I can see that we're back. So, yeah, as I was saying, now that I can actually see chat here, we just got started Act 2. And in the middle of exploring all the areas for Act 2, we came across this, another super boss. And I've actually been fighting it. I've managed to struggle to Phase 3 thanks to having Lune's Revive around. Oh, so this was the boss you mentioned that I would actually get stuck on. Well, good guess, good guess. So, to sort of offset this a bit, Clem, I don't think I will get stuck on this. Because of Lune's help, we've been able to just revive and get to the very end. But I don't quite like a fight that is less than perfect. So even if we are nearing the end of the fight, either I'm gonna die or I'm gonna kill myself at the end, because we want to do it as perfect as possible. But yes, that was a very good guess. I was expecting something else. I was definitely not expecting a boss to be in the middle of this sea here. So yeah, let's continue. This boss is actually a lot easier for me, to be honest. Like, his patterns are very consistent with each phase. The only attack... Famous last words. The only attack that's getting me actually is his beam attack, the stage 2 one. I cannot follow it with my eyes. My eyes are not strong enough or skilled enough to follow it. So I'm just doing it purely on sound and instinct. And yes, because the party is here, it's a lot easier to follow. I can probably finish this, but like I said, we're not gonna do this unless we're getting a perfect here. Unlock my Byakugan no Sharingan. I'm afraid I'm not an Uchiha here. I have no great lineage to help me with this. Oh, well, there we go. I mean, we have one more chance with Heyo. And that is the attack that I cannot follow. His phase 3 animation is also slightly different. Get to see. Oh, it was a very subdued reaction, Clem. If you were expecting me to go like crazy, I am not that person, I'm afraid, unfortunately. Correct, because there is such a huge difference in the amount of damage that this weapon does as opposed to everything else I have. I'm gonna die in a bit, so we're gonna see this. I'll probably die to his beam attack again, because I have no idea how he's doing that quite just yet. There we go. I don't know. It's the beam attack that always gets me. I can't follow it. Okay, yes. Regarding Seal's weapon, this is at level 27. Like, and it is doing 2,396 as power damage. That is huge compared to everything else I have for Seal. Really, really huge. It's also one of the reasons why I'm not using Seal in this fight unless it's to learn that final phase. Like, as you can see, I'm actually using these. Well, I might actually shift to fire here. And the highest one. This weapon is actually really good because it changes Mild to Virtuoso and applies burn. Yes, it is actually humongous on the map itself. And the scale is very different. Also change a bit of her abilities here. Deals low single target ice damage, 2 hits. Thermal transfer, ice lance. Gains 4 AP if the target is burned. We don't really need AP, but this one does give... no. Low single target damage. Trigger an additional hit. And right now, we're trying to make Rock Slide Lune's main powerhouse. So we are actually going to go with Thunderfall into fire and into one ice spell that does not consume anything else. So it has to be either Thermal Transfer or Ice Lance. Let's go with Ice Lance, the beginning one. What does Immolation do? Unfortunately, that seems to be the case. Always a delay on that end, I'm afraid. Let me see if I can sort of fix that by adjusting the capture. Give me a sec, it might flicker. Don't think it'll help much, but let's see. Yes, we are. Also, let me change versus weapon, because Demonum is actually not doing too much damage here. His best weapon is actually the level 10 one, but it has no passives, which is... Laren? Cerulean? But this is the best weapon I have, actually, all things considered. CMD ad code. My eyes do not have the strength. I actually genuinely feel that way. Like, recently, I've always needed to wear glasses, but I've never gotten around to wearing it until now. Until now, because I was having so much difficulty seeing. I just got it like a month back, and that should tell you how much my eyes are weakening. Like, if I'm overworking, everything starts blurring. There are days at work where I'm just going through it on a blur, and that's why I had to get my glasses now. So I do not have faith in my own eyes to follow stuff. And as you can see, Throng is in the middle of the sea. Very giant. This is the one. The one that is difficult for us to follow. It is sort of CL's arm, more or less. I mean, not CL's arm, Golgrow's arm, or something similar to that effect. I'm not. I actually have eye drops here right next to me as well. Need to take care of it. I'm just getting a little too old.
Overflowing with energy.
Okay, what our combo should be Thunderfall into Wildfire into Ice Lance. Let's cover path. We get a lower versus HP so that he'll be doing a lot of damage with Berserk Slash. I feel like I'm generally okay on the physical one. It's all the magical hits that are breaking through my guard right now. So far, so good. Wildfire. Add on those burn stacks. Now getting Verso for me is like having Clive back in the party. I'm so used to Ben Starr voicing Clive. If you mean Night Rain, maybe eventually. But it is very random, so I'm not sure. It'll be as fun for you all, because I am not as good as you all think in anything random. Like, if you give me stuff like this, which is very pattern-based, I can recognize it easy enough. But when it's all randomized, it's very difficult for me to deal with. Well, not exactly. So, Trix, I remember talking about this sometime on stream, and my answer was that Gustave was gonna die at the end of Act 1. And guess what happened? Gustave actually did die, and I'm sure for a lot of people that would have been very, very shocking to have what seems like a main character die. But because you all, not you all specifically, but a lot of my friends were really excited for me to get to Act 1, the end of Act 1, I had a good guess on what was happening. That, and if you looked at Gustave's weapons, he didn't have any passives, unlike everyone else. And a lot of his skills were also locked, which made me very suspicious he was gonna die. It was still a very, very good scene, and the character you're seeing now is more or less his replacement. A character called Verso, who seems to follow a very Devil May Cry system. Like, the more perfect you are at using his moves, like parrying and dodging, you get a rank for each of his hits. I'll show it to you guys on the next one, assuming we don't die by then. Like, you see that little S rank there, right? If you take damage, you lose it. And the higher the rank you are, the better damage he does. Right now, I'm actually lowering his lowering his health so that I can use Berserk Slash over here, which increases damage the less health he has. Correct. That is not him. It looks a bit like, you know what, I agree with this. You know, the same thing I said the other day as well. A lot of the male characters kind of look very similar in the game. At first, when I saw the main antagonist, I thought that was Gustave, older, but that was not the case. It was a completely different person. And yes, this is a different person, also voiced by a different voice actor. In this case, Ben Starr, the voice actor of Clive in Final Fantasy XVI. That's why, for me, it feels like I have Clive back in the party.
Now was our chance. Ice shatter.
Oh, did they have all the same mocap actors? Yeah, that might be one of the reasons, because they all move and feel very similar alike, right? Like, there are distinctions between the characters. If you spend enough time with them, they do look like different characters. It's just that on first brush, the designs are very similar. I think we have lowered enough of his health. No crits, but that is good damage, all things considered. And Lune ought to be able to do a lot of damage on her turn as well now. Not getting the crits though. Let's buff everyone up. Oh, he sounds so dejected. Wait, did Ben Star voice Esque? Oh, I would never have guessed. That it sounds so different there. Oh, the mocap actor. Okay, that makes much more sense. Esque is such a fun character. I can't deny it. I can see why a lot of people like him. Yep, the best ship ever, that's for sure. Definitely not what I was expecting as a mount in any game. It's a friendship. Okay, I guess it is. Now, even in that ending of Act 1, I can see like why he's sort of the heart of the party, right? Because he like pretty much just consoles everyone. Everything about Lune's kicks, like if you look at her counter animation, even that looks like kicks to me. Fortunately, Lune isn't as strong as the other characters right now. My stats are not really working for her. This man, however, really bringing in damage when his health is low. We've pretty much gotten into his face too right there. Let's have her kick everything. Well, we all know why we all like it, right? Well, I don't know about you guys or for my own preferences, but there are a lot of people who like Lune, so that's saying something. I believe there's a bit of a joke in it later on in the game too. Now we still have powerful, no need for defiant. Berserk slash it is. And let's hope for crits.
Bring it on.
So much potential.
We have thunder, so now we're gonna go for wildfire over here. Let's add on those burn stacks.
Bring it on. Maximum damage.
The same way as we do the other parries, just by hitting the parry button at the right time. Because it's an AoE attack that hits everyone, you're doing the parry for everyone at the same time. Oh, okay, we've actually run out of powerful, so we're going to reapply that.
Dodge!
Bring it on.
Now's our chance.
Like, if the boss's attacks are a single target, you're controlling one character while you're doing the defense, when you're dodging and when you're parrying. But if it hits everyone, the parry and the dodge button are controlling everyone. Alright, this time it's gonna be Ice Lance.
Ice. This will hurt.
Cut him down. Got this.
Maybe I should still lower his HP. And this is the one attack I'm worried about, the one that always gets me.
Rest.
I say that, but occasionally the other hits will also break through.
This will hurt.
Stack on all those burns.
Time to end this.
Now, let's lower his HP just a bit more.
This will hurt. Just try it.
Okay, this ought to be Luna's big hit right here.
Bring it on. Rest. Manage.
Okay, that is decent.
I'm ready. I'll do it.
There we go. Oh, and 2 characters. No, I'm still gonna continue this fight. I want to do it without getting hit even once. But I also want, like, phase 3 practice when he changes to the last phase. Because the animation for that slightly changes and that throws me off. So what we're gonna do here is revive Lune and use Lune to get Mile back on her feet.
Now's our chance. Time to hit big.
No, we don't have any stats here, so... You know what, Rain of Fire is just fine. Not gonna be doing too much damage, but that is A-okay for that mistake I made.
Take cover.
This shot again. Oh. Oh, luckily Gustavo has the passive, which gives him shields when his health is low. Unfortunately, he also kind of lost it right there. See, this is what I mean by I can possibly struggle through it this with all the shields. Like if I learn that passive and equip it to everyone else, and with Lune here, we can pretty much just revive and finish the fight. But that is not as satisfying as just getting a perfect run, right?
Brace yourselves.
I think I'll improvise. Got this.
Brace yourselves.
That one is a bit easier because you can see the charge up a lot easier. The smaller one, the individual attacks, the parry window feels a lot tighter.
I've got this.
The little Luna's here.
Here we go again. Incoming.
We're gonna have to recharge Verso back to S. Oh, did you go and watch that cutscene? That cutscene is really, really good. Especially, like, if you are not expecting it, I can see why it would really hit you in the gut, right? And I sort of very much feel like I understand Gustav's viewpoint there.
Flames rain. Overflowing with energy.
We have ice, so we're gonna go for wildfire. No, let's hit it with the rock slide again, just because. Not too bad. Trying to lower our HP again.
Ready to evade.
Oh, okay. Well, there it goes. One miss. All you need. We can still practice a bit more with CL, but I usually miss the timings on CL for some reason. No, not this time.
Here's your card.
Okay, the big one.
Take a shot.
Getting the timing for that move. And as you can see, we are technically in phase 3 of this fight.
Ready?
It seems to be based on these 3 phases so far.
Lovely to see you.
Seal just tearing into this fellow.
Day.
The reason why I'm not using her at the moment. Oh, yeah, see. Correct. It was a solo battle, but it didn't seem like you could do anything in that fight because he's not attacking you at all. And in my case, because he was not attacking me, I just healed myself up and skipped turns to see what was going to happen. Like, if it was a fight that we could have fought against Simon, and an actual fight that we could learn, then maybe I would have tried more, but there was no way. That was just a scripted fight. Unless you mean this fight over here. It's because CL is the only one left in the party.
Careful, Verso.
Just gotta learn the timing for stage 2 here. Oh, right off the beginning. Stage 2 is definitely my weakness in this fight. Not gonna put powerful since Miles not up. We're instead gonna mark. Have Lunar revive.
A brilliant light. Well, thanks.
Now we're gonna cast Powerful here. Not a perfect run, but just get in that practice for stage 2. You did see 3 people. Oh, okay, I am off the timing for that one. So what happens there, King, is that if okay, we're gonna die just to show you here. I'm gonna skip. If my entire party is wiped out, like so, then my reserve party comes into play. Like, you have a chance to continue the fight with your reserve party. And in my reserve team, there's only CL. That's why you're only seeing the solo person. He's just gonna die here.
Not today.
So my guess is later on we're gonna have at least enough to fill out a second reserve team, which would mean that there will be 6 characters total. Now let's see if you can get some stage 2 practice. Have it follow my... Oh, come on, not Luna right off the bat. Well, at least we can use a revive tint on her.
I'm back.
Yes, you are. Like, everything else I feel in this fight is a lot easy to parry, but that one ability is really just nailing my behind.
Careful, Verso. Let us stain them.
And the thing is, I actually know the tell for it. It's like, when it charges up, you see that little effect go inside its eye? That's the parry window. You have to press the parry right when that animation ends. But the window itself is like so narrow, or rather, I'm off the timing for it.
Quake in fear.
It's the same as there. Like, you see this charge up particles just going into him. After that, you pretty much just press the parry button. But a lot faster, all things considered. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad.
Let's have some fun.
Okay, everyone's powerful. We're gonna use Defiant to lower versus health and give him like 3 shields.
Ice. Shatter.
Bring it on.
Shut.
Oh, wow, okay. Actually missed the first one. But Luna is still in the fight.
Let's push forward. A brilliant light. Here.
We might be able to recover here. I actually thought when he was doing this that this might be his weakness, but actually shooting it doesn't do anything, and I feel like that was sort of a waste. Like, if you had given the player a chance to stop that powerful attack, that would have felt a lot more natural. It almost looks like that's a weak spot, right? That is not the case. If it is, there's something else happening here that I do not know.
Now's our chance.
Our chance to get everybody back on their feet.
Let's finish this. Not enough.
Mile here being our dot damage dealer, a regular summoner.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, let's have some, not exactly what I was thinking you'd say, but okay. Okay, what do we have? I should have actually gotten... I'm not using Tsunami as much. I should have put Mayhem in there, just so that I can spend all my marks.
Maximum damage. This will hurt. Not rest.
We're almost to phase 2. At that point, his 4-hit combo should change to 5, and his strong attack should just be 2 attacks in general. Thunderfall. Boosted by fire.
Ready to evade.
Let's have some fun.
And I think we can go Berserk Slash with Urso over here. Like, imagine if they really made it so you could shoot that spot. It would have been a really fun interaction. But I guess that would have also made the fight a bit easier.
Incoming.
And I think the following hit will be twice. Yeah, it's twice. Which more or less marks his phase 2 transition. Being the storm that is approaching. I know the reference here. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm actually not so good at games that are really active. I had not played Devil May Cry 5, is it right? 5. I played the other Devil May Cries, but never 5. So to answer your question, I have not been the storm that is approaching. I'm not that skilled enough, unfortunately. The furthest I went to is in Devil May Cry 3, which I really, really liked. But even that was like, at some point, your hands start to hurt real bad. Maybe one day I'll take up the task of actually learning a game like that, which is very, very stylish. Okay, so where we are, we have lightning, Do I want to use lightning on rock slide? One. No, let's go. Like she's doing lots of damage with just with lightning.
Maximum damage.
Okay. Yes. The thing is, even though I haven't played it, I know almost all of the memes related to 5. Where's your motivation? Give me power. Even the chair meme, I am very much aware of. But other than that, just the memes. The funny thing is, I actually got Devil May Cry 5 as
Where's
a
your
birthday present.
motivation?
I got it as a birthday present, but I never got around to playing it. And yes, I have enough motivation for this at least, King. I'll probably look, like, if you guys, I'm gonna ask you guys this, like, if you guys have any more fun ideas or memes you want me to include on the channel for alerts or things you want to interrupt the stream with, just let me know. I'll try and find them. Oh. Bit of a rough patch right here. Might be able to whip him.
Oh well.
Ooh, I got hit, but the shield saved me there. A Virgil playthrough. Okay, I will play it definitely. It's just that there's so many good games coming out, right? And we saw a ton at Summer Games Fest and everything. It's not enough time to play them. Also, King, if you know one exactly, as long as it's not a swear, because this is MN Gaming, right? And we want the channel to be for everyone. As long as it's not a swear, I'm willing to put it up there.
I'm back.
If it's PG friendly, you're more than welcome to suggest that. I'll probably hunt it down. Oh, it's you, of course. Mate, I've seen you swear a storm during our raids. And your raids, when you're getting really frustrated. Currently, I am stanceless. We are gonna decagement, right? The betrayal. But it's also the truth.
Bring it on.
Keep busy lid. I was worried actually that we were spamming a bit on the Telegram and on Discord. But yes, there's tons of new games. But well, it is the season. June, July is always the Christmas for us gamers, like you mentioned before. Like you all mentioned before. Start off with powerful. Struggling on through here. My aim is for us to at least get to phase 3, because the animation for phase 3, this animation is slightly different. Got Berserker there.
Let's dance.
Yeah, instead of the boss being to the side, in phase 3, the camera seems to be flying in from the front, and that change throws me off. So we're struggling to get to phase 3 just so that I can learn the time through.
This will hurt.
And I'm glad that you all suggested that we separate it into the bigger showcases as well, because I was really considering doing like everything, like Day of the Devs, Latin America Showcase, Moonlit Games, Gamer Showcase. Even though I think the PC Gamer one was the most boring one last night. Like I was awake till 4 a.m. watching that, and it didn't feel like it was worth it. The Death Stranding one was also a little iffy, like not really worth tuning in at that time. Oh, okay. You know what? We're not gonna send in reserve team here. We're gonna start with the full party. I am making mistakes on that other blast as well. Although I thought I got that one down. Apparently not the case. So it's the magical blasts which are getting us. Insofar as I know, it is over for now. And there might be individual showcases, but for, well, you know what? Let us check. Let me check. Summer Game Fest showcases. If there's a big one, it's already pretty much just gone. Like PS has done it, Xbox has done it, and the big Summer Games Fest presentation. There's one more show, Black Voices in Gaming. That's about it. Oh wait, that has finished as well. That was in the morning at 9. I did not watch that one. I should probably take a look at that too. Other than that, everything that's been announced for Summer Games Fest is over. Like no Atlas or Capcom's special presentations this time. Definitely, I think for me, State of Play has been one. Like, State of Play was the one that got me the most excited, right? Summer Games Fest was okay. There were some titles that were like really I'm hyped for. The one showcase that I was really surprised by was the Day of the Devs one, because I generally don't like games that are like very formulaic, right? Your Call of Duties, your racing games, your football games. With the Day of the Devs stream, a lot of them were doing things with concepts that were used for and mixing it up, and that I loved a lot. So a lot of the games on that one, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna wishlist all of them because I really wanna take a bit. The other one that got me was the Latin America Showcase. Even that one, I wishlisted a lot because they also had really good concepts. Any game which takes the time to improve upon the formula or mix it up, you have my attention, even if it's not perfect. For most of the showcases, I was giving it my full attention. The one showcase I was not giving attention to actually was the Xbox one, because I had Fantasy Life on the other screen. But other than that, everything else got my full attention.
Brace yourself.
Like, I didn't feel the Xbox One delivered too much there.
Dodge!
Oh. Death off the round start. Like, the only thing from Xbox that really got me excited was Game Freak's new game, right? Beast of Reincarnation? No, wait, that's not the only thing. There were a couple of good announcements in there. It's just that it didn't quite feel as interesting as everything else, because it was very, like I said again, very formulaic, like things you know are coming. So, Grounded 2, okay, a sequel, but still excited. Ninja Gaiden 4, also excited, but also a sequel. Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters, really good. The two games that really caught my attention at the end of the day were At Fate's End and Beast of Reincarnation, because those were new. The other one that came close was Mudang Two Hearts, right? A Korean game. But you also had like really hype announcements, like a teaser for Persona 4. And you guys know I love my RPGs. It's just that since it was a teaser, you don't really get it. You don't really get the same excitement just from that little snippet. Fantasy life is not a game, it's a way of life. It is. That is one way to think of it. Yeah, I was doing some story stuff, so not concentrating as much there. So a bit sad we're still not getting that stage 2 attack right.
Incoming.
But I guess we have to concentrate on this one now. Powerful.
Ready to parry.
As long as we maintain our focus, we'll be fine.
Blaze rain.
Oh, come on. The last hit too, and it's worse so again. I really need to find another tell for that one, which I can follow.
Let's carve a path.
So I kind of like really love the way they do the group counters, like everyone changes their position and then just rushes back in.
Okay. Sharpened.
I have not played 5 Royal, so I have no comment on that one. My favorite will always be Persona 3, because I started off with that one, and like, you know what they say, you never forget the first ride. And Persona 3 Reload was also like really okay. But in terms of mechanics and everything, I think 5 is still the best one, right? It's just that I have a favoritism for 3. 5 is, I think, mechanically and story-wise the strongest among everything. 4 also, if you played Golden, then it's a lot better. So if you want to rank it for me personally, it's 3, 4, and then 5. I'm placing 5 lower, mainly because I really had a great time with Golden. But I do. This is not an objective ranking, mind you. 5 is the strongest among everything. But hear me out. If you haven't played any of the Persona Q games, the ones for the 3DS, those actually rank higher for me than 4 or 5. 3 is still the highest, but Persona Q and Q2 are like full fan service games. It's really fun. So, yes, an unalive connoisseur. That's one way to put it. Very dangerous way to put it. But more than that, it's more like the message behind Persona 3, right? Live your life to the fullest. And don't fall into apathy. I feel like I can relate to that a lot more. And when that game came out back when it did, that message resonated like really, really strong with me. And I think a lot of people, even now in our time, can find like a huge resonance with that message, because we are economically not in a very great place. Wherever you are, doesn't matter if you're in the Maldives or the US or Japan or anywhere else. If you are someone of this generation, you're struggling. And to find happiness in that struggle is just one thing. A message like that resonates with a lot of people. Yes, it's unlikely you're gonna be able to get Q and Q1 legally now because the 3DS stores are down. But if you can find it, it's all fan service. It's just a very fun time.
Ultimate.
I wonder if I should be looking at... No, not looking per se. Like for stage 2, I wonder if I should be listening for the charge up sound, because that seems to work a bit better. But you guys know the thunder and lightning thing, right? We react slower to sounds as opposed to visual feedback. That's why I'm still searching for that one visual thing to hang on to.
Let us stay.
I have ice. We're gonna go with rock slide. Do a lot of damage.
Ready to parry.
Now, even for that one, if you listen to the charge up sound, it feels a lot more easier.
I've got this.
Brace yourselves.
For the physical attacks, I'm actually looking for that one frame that I know is gonna parry it.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, come on. Couldn't react fast enough.
I'm ready.
Oh, maybe I reacted too fast, and that felt like I pressed it before the sound effect ended. I might need to wait until the sound effect ends properly to get the counter for it. We'll have Lune do the revive and Verso just bring in the damage.
Brilliant light. Better. Please survive.
Yeah, that one definitely you need to be listening. Thankfully, the current weapon Mael has puts her into Virtuoso every time she counters, so we are permanently in Virtuoso.
Ready to evade.
And after that, we should be in phase 2.
I've been through worse.
No dodge. Now's our chance.
I have an Earth Stain, so we're gonna use Tsunami to consume it for damage. Should be a 999 hit right there. Only one hit though.
I've lived through worse.
Verso really bringing in the damage. Mael is bringing it with the DPS down of the burn, but Verso is the one who's doing the most damage on their turn.
Incoming.
Overflowing with energy.
Have ice, so we're gonna use fire, right? Yeah, let's go with fire. This fits weaker though, but we get some more burn stacks.
I've got this.
I'm ready.
So far so good, we managed to recover, and you only need that one mistake though to fail this fight.
Good. Careful.
We have a fire stain. We'll consume it with rock slide. Oh, it's weak. The fire stain. Oh, she's not consuming fire there. Okay, I was thinking too much about that fire stain. That one was on me. Still a chance to get back in it?
You're outmatched.
Sorry, I failed. I'll do it. Careful, Verso.
The little twirl Luna does when encountering. So cool. Do I want to put powerful here? No. Let's go with Berserk. Luna's gonna be reviving.
I'm ready.
You know, the part about when you're streaming and you have a boss fight that you cannot pause for is that you have to wait until you can get rid of the spammers. Hopefully, they're gone now. Oh, full 9 nights. Still not perfecting that one.
Overflowing with energy.
Yeah, let's give some of that energy back to Luna. I mean, not Luna, Maya. Get her back on her feet. She is stanceless though. Should I try something else here? Don't really have anything else here. Let's just go Rain of Fire. Get that dot up.
Maximum damage. I got this. Just try it.
That'll be 2 hits and then the one that I'm weak against. Elements dance.
Feel the storm.
Manage.
Luna's actually hitting a bit weaker. I'm not exactly sure why.
Just try it. Impressed.
Now is our chance.
I have an earth which I can consume for crippling tsunami. Yeah, let's show it that.
Feel the storm. Blades sharpened. Danger.
The sound cue for that one is really, really good. I feel like there's enough room to listen to the sound effect and then parry.
Cut him down.
Unlike the second one, which is, I mean, unlike stage 2, which is really, it feels really, really tight for the parry window.
Get ready.
The dance begins.
Oh well.
The resignation in Versa's voice as the combo comes over his head. 2 ice we can spend on wildfire. Hopefully that boosts damage a lot, or never mind. Almost felt like it did nothing there,
I'll manage.
except give us a good amount of stacks. Let's do powerful here. Double hit afterwards. All good, King. No need to worry. There's no need to constantly be on this stream. You guys have your own lives and go enjoy them. And it's not like I made much progress here anyways. We're still on this giant thing. We have a fire stain, so I'm gonna use Thunderfall. Not too much damage. Ooh, okay, so now we're in phase 2. This is the one that's... Oh, there was one more hit. That was the one that is getting me. That change right there. We're gonna send in CL and see what happens. Because we need to learn the pattern for that second one. What an evil change to right. The beam one is the most difficult one to parry, and it changes during the last phase. Now let me check Discord since you sent it. Okay, so if you guys are curious as to what King has sent me on Discord, he says he's interested in these games. I'm not sure why you're not looking forward to Resident Evil 9. I thought you were a fan of horror games. Onimusha Way of the Sword, yes, I am looking forward to Onimusha. Killer Inn is such an interesting concept, right? I feel like other people have done it better, but to see Square Enix to throw itself into another multiplayer, I'm kind of hesitant, because Square, generally, even though they are JRPGs, you can find something to like about their JRPGs. However, their multiplayer games have been very, very not as successful, so to speak, other than Final Fantasy XIV, of course. Mafia: The Old Country, okay. Dying Like the Beast, Scum. Scum, okay, I can see why you like Scum, but Scum is gonna be, it's a very, you need a lot of patience for the game. I'm not sure if you've ever tried it before. It is a very difficult game to progress through. Hitman, Splitgate. Oh, Splitgate. Why Splitgate? Yeah, it's the change in that animation, like I said, right? For stage 2, this animation changes, and that completely throws me off. And like I said, I can't follow it with my eyes, which makes things a lot more difficult. Yeah, let me get back to this. Now with CL. Surprisingly, this does not change unless it has a fourth phase. Because we are in the third phase right now. Oh, not the third phase, right? 1, 2. Okay, yeah, it is the third phase. Like the one attack I need to learn is the one that's coming up right now. This one is completely different. Yeah, the timing for that is so different from the original one. And what's worse is that it's the attack that I am weakest against, and it's coming at the very end, the change. Right, okay, before we hop in there, I want to change Crippling Tsunami to Mayhem. Mayhem might actually be able to do more damage when we are maxed out on stains, assuming that Luna doesn't die here. Oh wait, wrong one. We want Wildfire back in there. Applies 3 burn. Applies 2 more burns if the target is marked. No, really much of a difference there. And we're getting a lot of AP, so we can use the more expensive abilities here.
Careful, Verso.
Page 2. Oh, I used way too much there. Can't use Rain of Fire now. Let's use Pierce instead, right? 2 more shots. And then Pierce. For Lune, we're gonna start off with Ice. I know, we're gonna start off with Thunderfall. Thunderfall, Fire, and then Ice.
Cut him down.
Careful, Verso.
Get ready.
Okay, not too bad, considering that was the attack I'm actually weak against the most. We have Thunder, so now we are going to use Fire. I'm actually going to spend shots here. I've not been spending shots on Lune because I want to keep some extra just in case we need a revive.
I'm not impressed.
Defiant Strike. Lower his HP so that we can do a lot more damage.
Bring it on.
Let's spill some ink.
Not impressed.
One more Defiant Strike should be enough to put Verso into his damage phase, maybe two.
A storm is
It also helps that that attack is actually pretty powerful, all things considered. Let's go with Ice. Is it Ice? It is Ice, right?
Eyes shut. Now dodge.
So far, we're doing really good. Whoa, stop moving. Are making me miss my shots.
Cut him down.
Okay, yeah, this ought to be enough to do max damage here. With a little crit. Okay, maybe one more. And Lune should be stocked up to use Rock Slide. Actually, wait, what? Oh. Ice? The light stain actually overwrote. I need something to consume light stain so that I can use all three. One more DCD, one more glare. Now what? But this should be good damage because we have two stains that increase damage.
quake in.
Yeah, especially if you're getting crits. I'm gonna lower versus health just slightly more.
Ready to move on. Careful, Verso.
Ooh. I'm always holding my breath when he does the lasers. Physical attacks I'm perfectly fine with now, I think. But now that I've said it, I might actually be jinxing myself. Rock Slide, we're gonna consume it with Ice Lance. And then we'll try Mayhem since we have like 3 light stains right there. This should be enough for you to do a lot. Oh, wait, okay, that's the wrong one. Using the wrong move there.
Dance begins. Flames brave.
Danger.
Last ditch effort.
Last ditch effort. Very nice, Orso. And now we are in phase 2.
Overflowing with energy.
Let's go with Mayhem. Not too strong, but better than her other skills.
Watch out.
And guard.
On guard.
Bring it on.
I still can't follow the laser shots with my eyes, so I'm actually listening more to it now. really wondering if I spread Lune's stats a little too much there. It might have been too much, right? Because she's not doing as much damage. Just reply to this message. Wait, it's actually so you guys again. You guys can't see this. This is actually a message from my younger sibling. She's sending me a video of my elder sibling playing The Last of Us, and she's trying to be like very quiet because they're trying to sneak past zombies. Like in real life, not in the game. You know how it is when people who don't usually play video games play them. They sort of tend to mimic it in real life as well. It's like, you know how when you give, let's say you give someone who has never played a video game, okay, who plays video games like really minimally, a racing game, what I've noticed is that if you give them the controller, they'll hold the controller out and they'll actually turn the controller as they're turning the car in game. It's just, it's a very human thing. Yes, they will even tilt. It's a very human thing for those of us who don't play games, but it's also very entertaining for those of us who are watching it and are gamers, I guess. Not to make fun of them, but still. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, you are applying powerful. Getting distracted there.
Just try it.
Emergency to the max. Yes, that is true. Like, I think because we play video games so much, we tend to sort of create the separation between us and the characters on the screen to an extent, right? But if you are newer, you tend to be immersed a lot more. Like, you're trying, because there's a struggle of trying to control everything that's happening on screen.
You're outmatched.
You are outmatched indeed. At least when it comes to versus damage.
Brace yourselves.
Charges extermination beam.
Not impressed.
Oh. Oh wow, okay, I got careless there. Well, to be honest, I've never had that happen to me, King, but I can sort of see it happening.
Sorry.
No, have I actually gotten the hang of that move?
Maximum damage.
Now was our chance. A brilliant light. The expedition's not over.
Just need to be careful with that one, because that one is sneaking up on me. It was a perfect run until that.
Blades sharp.
Oh, missed that one. Missed that one shot.
Flames. Rain.
Not impressed.
Braces. Danger. Danger.
Last ditch effort.
A character in Rayman. You know, to be fair, Rayman, the original Rayman, is very challenging for a kid's game. Like, you had to play it really perfectly to have enough lives to get to the final stuff in that game, because the final levels are, whoa, it is nail-bitingly difficult. Original Rayman, mind you, not the more recent ones.
Let's go dodge.
Okay, then I'm not so sure. I mean the PS1, the side scroller. The later ones there are also some side scroller ones, but the original one was like very challenging. It was one of the most fun games for me to play, but it was really challenging, undeniably challenging.
Not impressed. Time to end this. I've got this.
Ooh, nice hit.
Flames. Rain.
Take cover.
Oh well.
Chroma is flowing.
You know, I love VR games, but surprisingly, I am not that interested in the Deadpool VR one. So again, this goes back to what I was talking about early on stream about the Day of the Devs thing. One of the reasons why I prefer VR is it's very much like you're never sure what you're gonna get, because people are doing different controls and different mechanics for every VR game there. Even if it's a puzzle game, 2 puzzle games on VR are never the same in both quality and its accessibility features and the puzzles itself. But Deadpool seems like very bog standard shooter stuff, and with your ability for a bit of gore in there, right? So I am not as interested in Deadpool VR. You know what I am interested in is that I'm not exactly sure where this was announced. Let me take a quick look at our lists. Like, there was one which was a VR game that was revealed by Shuhei Yoshida of PlayStation fame, which I thought was very, very interesting. I've completely forgotten the name, but it had a lot of parkour in it. And that seemed like what it seemed unique to the others is what I'm saying. Deadpool feels very run of the mill for now. I might be completely wrong. It might be the best VR game ever to be released. We don't know. But just from first impressions, that's the feeling that I'm getting. Still trying to find that name though. I think it was the Future Games Show. Or, oh, okay, I think, wait, let me check this one. This might be it. Yes, it is. If you search around on YouTube for a VR game called Reach, that's the one. Like, it had a bow and a lot of mechanics there that seemed a lot more interesting than your standard VR one. Like, if you give me a VR platformer of sorts, then yeah, I usually love that stuff. Yeah, it has a lot of heights. You're gonna enjoy it a lot. So I should be putting powerful on everyone. We are doing very little damage.
Rest.
Blades sharp.
I don't know even if you are very familiar with video games, I've seen people who are very used to games just get really disoriented when they're playing VR. So you never know.
Let's go dodge.
Wait, that one felt different for some reason. Okay, yeah, of course, then when compared to IRL. I'm also slightly confused. It felt like the animation for that one was somewhat different. Or is our audio desyncing? No? Audio does not seem to be desyncing, so I might just have lost it there. I feel like it was, like missing that feels very weird.
I won't lose again.
Okay, I'm wondering if there's a very slight change in how that works when we get into phase 2, because I was okay in phase 1, but in phase 2 I've been dying to it, and we are actually out of Versa's shield, so next time we get hit by that, we are not recovering the party.
Brilliant light.
Well, thanks.
Take cover.
Cut him down. Bring it on.
Okay, let's listen to this one.
Cover.
No, that time felt pretty okay.
Romance flowing.
I'm better.
For how long?
I've lived through worse.
Careful, Verso.
Let's spill some ink.
Almost thought that I missed that last hit there.
I'll manage.
We'll manage
I've got this.
by increasing their damage with low health. Luna has a fire here. We're gonna give her an ice. Slow down the boss a bit.
Blades sharp. Flames rain. Guard up.
And we are now in phase 3.
Time to end this. I've got this.
Careful, Mael.
Oh, okay. Right. He has one more attack in this phase. I completely forgot. You know what? I'm gonna send in CL and let's see if we can get some more practice for that hit. for that move. Next frog going completely mental during the final phase.
Full deck. That's lucky. Not today.
Oh, too soon. Unfortunate. You know what? I'm also going to take a bit of a break to refill my water and maybe get a snack. So I will join you guys in like 10 minutes or yeah, I guess 10 minutes should be fine, right? So see you in a bit. Right, and back. Okay, that took a bit longer than I thought. Yes, come back to the stream if anyone's still watching. And we are fighting against Sprung over there. And for some reason, Lune is on the beach. I'm not sure why her model is over there. Like, I always assumed they disappeared when you were on SQ. Oh, is it because... No, Luna's not even in our reserve, so no idea. But yeah. Let's go challenge Sprung again.
Careful, Verso.
I might actually lower the music a bit, even though I really love this one. Now, once you start hearing it over and over again, well, it can get a bit grating, no matter how good the track is. Oh, I missed the powerful.
Just try it.
Oh, you know what? Let's start over again. That was a bad run. It's gonna... You can just kill me, Sprung. No need to delay the inevitable. Thank you.
Time for a swim.
And we begin again.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, come on. Taking that break seems to have messed up my rhythm a bit.
A storm is coming.
A storm is coming. Well, no, technically we're just getting Verso back up here, so no storm is coming. We're gonna be on the back foot for damage for a bit, though.
Let's cover path.
Let's dance.
Oh, wow, okay. I really lost my touch there. Dying so early on.
Cut him down.
Luckily, Mael will start off with Powerful Revive, so I won't have to cast Powerful again.
I've got this.
Maybe you can go into Berserk Slash with the Verso.
Let's finish this. Ready to evade.
This hurt. Blades. Brave.
Ultimate.
I'll manage. I've got this.
Verso bringing me down right from the beginning.
Not looking good.
Not looking good indeed.
Lune, watch out.
Danger!
Oh, come on. The last hit?
Time to hit big.
Thought I had that one down, but break's really just adjusting my whole
I'll manage.
whole timing game is off.
I'm ready.
Perilous parry.
I'm ready.
You know, if we die, I might change the passives here a bit. I'm using a lot of Lumina points and getting the initial plus APs, which we don't need in this fight. Really don't need it in this fight. Might be better off spending that on things like Mark. Or anything else, maybe.
Ready.
Blades shine. Lune, watch out!
Ready to aim.
Luckily, Lune survived, so we can still keep going. I'll wait to cast Powerful after this.
I've got this.
Oh, Versa's already doing pretty nice damage even without it. Having it will definitely be a boon though. Okay, never mind. Oh. You know what, let's restart. Not as much, Trix, not as much. I took a break there and now I feel like I've lost all my timings. And since our party is dying over here, I'm gonna do a little change to the passives of the party. Before the break we were doing like really well on. I almost felt like I got a handle on that one attack which I keep missing on. But now it feels completely different. So let's change the passives here. The thing I want to get rid of is all these energizing ones, since it's not really helping as much. We are instead gonna look at some other stuff. Maybe Perilous Parry. Do I actually have Perilous Parry? Where are you, Mile? Yeah, Perilous Parry is learned, so why am I not seeing it on this list? Oh, there we are. Give us some additional AP. Nothing else really useful though. Apply burn on hitting a marked enemy. This one is okay, I guess. I guess rewarding mark for now, and if we can get rid of something else. Critical moment, I definitely feel like I need this. These two are helping us crit a lot, especially on Verso. 5 more Lumina points. What do I use this for? You know what? Let's go with breaking shots and powerful revive. That is about the only things I can sort of think of. For Verso, also get rid of all these energizing starts, save us some AP. Give Perilous Parry, which will allow Verso to also use his shots. Teamwork is... Wait, does Luna have teamwork? Oh, she does, okay. get critical moment because this is we are keeping his health low on purpose. Burning shots, burning mark. Do I want burning mark or do I want rewarding mark? Do I have enough for burning mark? Just enough. And breaking shots, since we'll be using shots quite a bit here. Same for Mael, augmented counter, augmented aim. Get rid of all the energizing here. Teamwork, rewarding mark, marking shots, last stand critical. How many do you have? Let's put in burning mark beforehand, just so that we know how much we have left. Last stand critical, break, jump, bomb, critical moment, because there are times when our health is really low. Okay, that should be all the changes we want, and now we can try again. Well, let's hope I get the timing back. Especially for the second attack here, because that's the one that's getting me. Alright, that change is doing like real nice work here. Gonna start off with powerful, which is 3, so we're gonna do around that much. Oh, what? Oh, wow, okay. You know what? No, we're restarting. That is not a good round for us. I am assuming that everything's the same as when I left it. Yep, okay. No need to do our menuing again. Sprong really getting us on that last hit.
Danger!
Why is this thing even called Sprong? Decent damage. Same as before. Drop it to 3, powerful. Perilous parry will allow us to get back our stuff. What? Okay. Why am I missing this? You know what, let me... I'm never sure when I'm streaming whether something's desynced or not, so let me do the little flicker here and hope whatever that is fixed. And let's try again.
Time for swim.
Take cover!
Okay, that feels a bit better, but we'll know when we get to the forward combo.
Bring it on.
Okay, lots better.
The dance begins.
I can't tell if it was genuinely desynced or it was genuinely just me being bad.
Overflowing with energy.
Overflowing with energy. What are we going to start you off with? It has to be thunder, right? It's thunder, fire, ice. So thunder requires 5.
Lightning. Strike!
and powerful is up. We want to lower versus HP so that he's gonna do a lot more damage.
Careful, Verso.
Blades sharp.
Oh, I should have used my shots on Versa. I completely forgot. Rain of fire. Keep those burn stacks constant.
Watch out.
Luna is gonna be using fire this time, so let's drop it down to 3.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, perilous parry, just fooling everyone's AP right there to maximum. Defiant is 3 as well, okay. And we are in S rank.
Oh well.
Blades sharp.
Take cover.
Okay, a good run so far.
Time to end this.
Let's hope we don't jinx it. I think this is enough HP, right? Do I want to use Defiant here or what? Well, one more hit of Defiant. And then we'll switch over to Berserk Slash.
Now's our chance.
You have lightning and fire. That means we're going to go with the rock slide. But let's do a few hits here. Oh, I missed the last hit. Snap.
Take cover.
Oh wow, okay. Not what I was expecting to happen there. Got a little too comfortable again. That one was on me. I can sort of sense when I lose my focus. No, thankfully, Lune can revive with Perilous Parry active. And Verso's in a phase where he can bring the damage pretty much with Berserk. It should be all crits. Or not. That's the last one. Is his HP still not low enough to proc it? I wonder.
Careful now. Bring it on.
You see, with that last one, the time that we got hit, what happened was I was actually waiting for the same amount of time as the last hit, and that's why I missed the first one. The first one is a bit faster. Oh, I forgot the shots and to apply powerful.
Now is our chance.
You have Earth. How much is Mayhem? Mayhem is 3.
Blades sharp.
We are in phase 2.
Let's have some fun.
Powerful. Wait, powerful is also 3, right? Okay. Doing a lot of calculations over here.
Just try it.
One more. There we go.
En garde. Flames rain.
You have nothing. That means we're gonna start off with ice.
Ice shot.
And now you are gonna do max damage, hopefully. No crit though.
Blades sharp. Blades rain.
Not impressed. Get ready.
Really keeping silent for that move because that one always gets me. But surprisingly, it was the physical one which got us this turn, not that move. Give me a crit.
Now's our chance.
You have ice, so we're gonna go with fire. Wildfire is 3.
Take cover.
Oh. Wow. Verso just surviving thanks to the shields. I am losing my grip on that move. I have not been making a mistake on that one. It's always like this, right? You feel like you got a move down, and then suddenly you just lose your grip on it.
Sorry.
And here's the one that I was actually worried about. Which you've been getting right all this time. Powerful? No, not powerful. We are gonna go with Berserk, which costs 4. Struggle on to phase 3, because that phase 3 move is what we need to learn right now. Luna is gonna revive.
Brilliant light. Let's finish this. Careful, Verso.
Flames rain.
Careful, Verso.
Cut him down. I've got this. Not impressed.
Gotta remember that last hit, that one delayed one. Especially when we get to phase 3, because that one gets me quite a bit. Rate of fire? No, not yet. Gotta get rid of our shots. Focus up a bit on that one.
I've got this.
Oh, I forgot to do the shots with Verso.
Careful, Verso.
And that is a kill. Nope. Hey, Rocketeers, I haven't seen you guys in a long time. How is everything hanging? Have you come to enjoy my suffering over here? As I try to take down the super boss. Oh, the last hit. So I'm assuming that you guys have actually taken the time to watch all the showcases. Got anything you guys are interested in? I mean, I know a lot of people were excited about the state of the play and the Xbox showcase.
Overflowing with energy.
I mean, there was a lot of speculation for the state of play itself, right? Lots of people looking forward to the Tactics remake and the rumored FF9 remake, although we didn't see anything of that. Alright, what am I doing? I need to revive Verso and actually get my timings for that move.
You don't get to die yet.
And this one. I feel like I'm messing up quite a bit today. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's try again. And also, let me go check who's at the door. Give me a sec to see who's there calling me. BRB. Okay, thank you for the food. Back. Sorry about that interruption. Wasn't expecting you to take another break so soon, but that was my younger sibling coming back from work. On that note, let me, as usual, adjust our game capture here so that I can be sure there's no latency disconnect. And then we can begin our futile effort to face this thing off as well. Yeah, like I was saying, if you guys have found any interesting games during all these showcases, just let me know. I'd love to talk about it.
Dodge!
Even though I should technically be focusing on parrying everything, especially this one. My one weakness, laser shots. Lower it down to 3. Give us power form. There we go. So far, so good. Nice crits there, too. Mile is our burn debuffer. Lune should be thunder, fire, and ice if I want to get maximum damage on rock slide. Just 2 should be enough though, so we're gonna go with thunder and fire because those 2 don't interact with each other.
Strike.
Charge up. It's gonna be the next one that we're gonna be careful of. One thing I've noticed, I might actually be pressing not too early, but too late. Like I'm waiting for last minute parries, which is making things a lot more difficult for me. I know a lot of people say that the timing on the parries are really hard, but my personal experience is that it's not that tight. Not when you compare it to like games like Lies of P or a perfect parry on Sekiro. Those feel a lot more challenging. What am I doing again? Define strike. Okay, so we're lowering that to 3. There we go.
Danger.
Okay, I don't consider myself a great gamer, and I'm still managing to get these parries, so if I can do it, you guys probably can too. Get in for some shots. And then Rain of Fire.
For now.
If you're wondering why I'm so quiet for that move specifically, it's because I'm listening to the cue. I cannot follow the animation. The parry window for that is actually the charge up animation you see, but it is a little too fast for my eyes, so I'm actually listening to it more than looking at it. We have thunder, so we're gonna use fire now. Fire is also 3. Give Sprong some additional burn stacks.
Time to end this.
Oh, I missed.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
Yeah, and that's, if you're joining us on stream, that's pretty much the basics of what I've been doing. The moves itself are not changing really. We're gonna lower our versus HP just enough that we can use Berserk, if I'm not missing those anyway. And I've been trying to get two 2 stains? Yeah, stains on Lune so that we can use Rock Slide for maximum damage.
Awaken fear.
3 stains is ideal though.
The dance begins.
The dance begins. Although we missed 1 shot.
Rain.
Cut him down.
This... Do I want to lower his HP a bit more? Okay, let's do 1 more shot of Defiant before we go into Berserk.
Rest.
Maximize our damage by lowering our HP.
Chroma's flowing.
Do I want to use Mayhem here or something else? I have 1 Earth, and Earth can be consumed by Ice. So we could go Ice and Thunder here. And then back to Rock Slide. Oh wait, I forgot my shots.
I'll manage.
Now we're gonna bring the damage with Verso. Yeah, with a little luck, we'll get all crits. I need to remind myself to use my shots though. Like that little damage, even with a mark or a burn, is gonna help. It looks like we made it to phase 2 because he's increasing the number of hits. 4 hits? Mayhem, right? Or do I want to consume one of the stains and use Thunder and then go into Rock Slide? I can never be sure of how optimal to play on Lune because we're generating an excess of light stains right now. Need something that is boosted by light stain damage, but not in our kit at the moment. You know what? Let's just do Thunderfall. And then Rock Slide later.
Lightning. Strike.
Time to end this.
Those are just bringing in the damage again. Miles' turn. You're running low on those burn stacks, so we're gonna refresh them.
Please survive.
Let's try it. Let's carve a path.
Let's carve apart. Oh wait, 1 more hit.
I've got this.
He really does, considering the damage he's doing.
Watch out.
Now is our chance.
Rock Slide. Not too much damage, surprisingly. And I forgot to do the shots for her as well. Need to remind myself of those shots.
Flames. Rain.
Careful, Verso.
I love how they're like careful Verso, even though that move is just a charge up. So I really have to wonder if there is like no way to interrupt this. This move feels like so much like there has to be a way to interrupt it, right? But insofar as I know, like hitting the orb does nothing. And there doesn't seem to be any other weak spots. Even though it very much feels like something you can interrupt since it's a charge up.
I've got this. Rest.
Danger! A storm is coming.
Earth. We're gonna use ice, consume that stain.
Let's spill some ink.
Alright, again. Need to remind myself to consume our shots.
Flames, rain.
I've lived through worse.
Take cover!
Rest.
And Miles' counter sounded. It sounded a bit weird there, like it was almost reflecting off something very metallic. Or maybe that's just the sound effect you get from hitting Sprung. Not quite sure yet. No, wait. Make sure we consume the mark for an additional burn stack. Gives us a nice 40 stack of burn. I'm assuming that's gonna do max damage, like it has to, right? Oh no, I used one extra. Unfortunate. But no, oh, never mind. We are actually out of powerful. Might as well buff the whole party.
Overflowing with energy.
And we're gonna use mayhem to just consume everything here.
Careful, Verso. Take cover!
Bring it on.
You get a bit tense when you get to the middle of the fight, right? And we're almost reaching the phase that I'm still learning, phase 3. And the move that really kills me. Just gotta be very careful of that one.
I've got this.
Grenade, watch out.
I'm ready.
Blades sharpen.
The way he says it, like the grunt, really reminds me of Clive. Stop moving.
Now was our chance.
We're gonna be starting off with Thunderfall, which is a 5, so 2 more shots. Technically 1 more. Because of the mark giving us 2 AP. I'm gonna go Thunder, Thunder, Fire, and Ice.
Let's die.
I've lived through worse.
Sorry, muted my mic there for a bit to talk to my sibling. Let's continue the fight. Doing really good now, so hope we can keep it up.
Blades sharp.
Hey, what am I using Wildfire? Wildfire is 3, right? Yep, 3. I'm realizing that I haven't really played Lune that much, so I've been really not as good as using her. But I'm realizing that a lot of her skills are actually generating an additional light stain, and we kind of need something to consume the light stain so that we can make a stack of 3 to really bring the damage on Rock Slide. Because right now, by the time I get to the 3rd spell, one other spell is being erased, and that's not ideal.
Careful.
Oh wow, I missed the last 2 shots, but luckily Verso has shields. Only problem is he now has exhaust, so that sort of messes things up. We won't get any AP for a bit.
I've got this.
But he's getting AP. It does that exhaust often last for 1 turn, like 1 player turn. Now, if that's the case, Perilous Parry is just gonna keep me stocked up for AP for ages. The multi-hits he's doing.
I'll manage.
Now was our chance.
Yeah, see, like, if I use ice here, it doesn't consume anything, right? Consumes just earth. But it's going to generate an additional light stain that's going to probably override my thunder. And I didn't quite realize that until now. I might just need an ability that does not generate that additional light stain. Ice Lance is 4, so we're going to do 5 shots. We are in phase 3. He's gonna do the one move that I need to learn next round, and that is the one that's killing me so far. Virtuoso. And we're gonna go Rain of Fire, as usual. One more. Okay, we survived that. Luna is dead, but we do have a revive tint here, so...
I won't lose again.
Like, I feel like I learned the parries for everything else in this turn a lot easier than just that charge up shot. The charge up shot is just getting me always. Rock Slide, right?
Last ditch effort.
Last ditch effort. gonna do back-to-back moves.
Let's go dodge.
The one move that I'm weak against is next, so really need to focus.
Careful, Mael.
Bring it on.
I'm ready.
Ooh, yeah. I wonder if I'm pressing a bit late there. Because it feels like I am pressing a bit late there. I still have CL, which I should probably use to practice here, right? Oh wait, I should have pressed yes, not no. Like, we need practice on that last phase. Everything else seems to be falling into place as long as I keep my focus. Let me also take a look at Lune here, because I feel like we need to change it so that we are not generating an additional light stain from a lot of stuff here. Electrify just gives us more. Okay, so the weaker ones are actually not generating a light stain. And Immolation is not giving us an additional healing light either. So use the weaker ones to prep for Earth over here. Ice Lance is actually giving us, though, maybe thermal transfer. So it's like we're sort of building up Lune's damage, but only for one. I wonder if it's worth using like 3 turns to build her up. Kind of feels a bit whack.
Careful, Mael.
Cut him down.
Got him down. First turn, so we're gonna cast Powerful on everyone.
Now was our chance.
Electricity, fire, and ice. That ought to be the way we should be going. So it only cost 1 to use Electrify. Lots of hits.
Oh well. Let's have some fun. This will hurt. Bring it on.
The dance begins.
Watch out, Mael.
Let me flow.
Oh, you actually have 2 lightning stains. Interesting. This is gonna be fire, also requiring only 1. I suppose the nice thing about this is that we can actually keep the burn going over here.
Careful, Verso.
For max damage each time it procs.
Time to end this.
That ought to be enough to move Verso into damage. Now we just need ice from Lune for her big hit. Problem is that she's damage capped, so we're only gonna do, even if at max, we're only gonna do 2 max hits. So lower the AP to 2, and then ice. Oh, nice animation.
Blades sharp.
No procs. That's okay. Gonna do one more hit in Defiant and then we'll go to the damage stuff.
Oh well.
So when you don't die.
Careful, Verso.
Rock Slide requires 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Impressed.
We should be going into the second phase now.
Blades sharpened. Blades brave.
Bring it on. Just try it.
One more. There we go.
Take cover. Let the ink flow.
Now, lots of marks there.
Last ditch effort.
I wonder if using a light skill might break this. You know what, let's try. 1, 2. I know. Is it like, okay, yeah, perfect break is light. Nope, nothing. Hey, it really looks like you can interact with it, right? I still feel like there was a mechanic. There was supposed to be a mechanic in there.
Impressed. Oh well.
Oh, that was unfortunate. We almost had a perfect run. We can get Lune out though.
Let's go again.
And she has all her light stains and everything. I'm gonna lose my ice damage. But if I do use ice here, it'll be consumed by fire. I mean, I need 2 earth anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We should probably just follow up with fire.
Feel the burn. Blades sharp.
I have Verso cast powerful on the next turn.
So dodge. That's dodge.
I like how Mael keeps telling Versa to dodge even though everyone has to do it.
Brace yourselves.
Time to hit big.
Now is our chance.
It's ought to be ice, so we need 2.
Cut him down.
I wonder if there's another effect to the ice. It almost looks like she's vanishing there for a bit.
That's dodge.
Next will be his charge up attack.
Time to hit big.
I think I'll improvise. Oh well.
Well, in one way, it almost seems like the longer the fight goes on, Strong actually starts to get desperate because his attacks seem a lot more flailing.
Blades sharpened.
Oh, I used too much there. Okay, what are we gonna use now? I guess we can go Pierce. That does one single bit of damage. That's pretty much just maxed.
Nice. Strike.
Just try it.
Let us stain them.
Impressed. Impressed.
Restock on all our party buffs.
Danger.
This will hurt.
One more. The elements dance.
You're outmatched. I've got this. Bring it on.
I think we might be in phase 3. Oh, I used one more additional shot as well. Thanks for using piercing. Yep. 3 hits means we are in phase 3.
Time to end this. I've got this.
And now is the attack we're gonna be really careful about.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Oh wow, okay. Well, the timing for that one is it different? Like, am I pressing it way too late or way too early? Can't quite tell. We still have revive tints
A storm is coming.
and possibly, but now Verso won't have any of his shields, so if you die here, it's pretty much the end.
A brilliant light. Here.
It's triple hit next.
The dance begins.
Just gotta be careful if the hit does come after. I'm not getting the timing for them. Maybe I should just focus on dodging until I get the timing for this, because I'm not getting the timing for it at all.
I'm ready. Danger. I'm ready.
Oh, what? Oh, I can't believe this.
Cut him down.
I thought I didn't get the timing for it, but I got a perfect on everything except that one hit that I got hit with. I have an idea of what the tell is, it's just that my execution is not as good. Lune is next turn. We should be able to survive until Lune can bring Mael back, so... Do I want to use Powerful here or just go on the offensive? No sense in using it with Mael not around, so...
I've got this.
Offensive it is. And in case I didn't have enough MP to revive, now we definitely do. How much is a revive anyways? Rebirth is actually 0? Wait, why is it oh, is it because I have lightning in my stock?
A brilliant light.
Yeah, it actually consumed the lightning. Okay. Now, okay, no need for perfect either, powerful either, because both of them have powerful revive. So we're gonna go Berserk Slash and hope we get the timing for that second hit there. Oh, a stage 2 hit. That's killing me.
Careful, Verso.
Blades sharp.
Ooh. Okay, really not getting the timing for that one yet. We had a good handle on that last one, but I still have one more chance to learn it with CL, assuming CL doesn't die to the other moves. And never mind. Missed the 7-hit combo. Is there anything else I kind of want to change here? Doesn't really seem like anything else I can do. It's like maybe give Verso Burning Mark, right? He doesn't seem to have that. Where is Burning Mark anyways? Go burn. Auto shell. Point cost. No, it's already active. No, not burning mark, marking shots. Remove this and give marking shots to him. That's a slight optimization.
Please survive.
Not impressed.
Oh, come on. Was that too early or did I just not press it? I can't even tell. It's unfortunate that we use a revive so early on though.
Let's go, John.
Overflowing with energy.
Thunder.
Careful, Verso.
That little optimization increasing our burn stacks. Slowly by slowly. Ooh, okay, I might be a bit tilted because of that last run. I'm making mistakes even on the normal beam now.
You're outmatched.
Now's our chance.
Ah. Thinking what to do here. Whether I wanted to expend the shots before I revived or not.
Merci. Run up.
Just try it.
Careful, Verso.
Missed the first shot. I may be using it too early rather than pressing it too late. That might actually be the problem. Definitely missing a tech on that one. It can't be that...
Feel the burn.
I don't think the parry window for attacks changes, right? The parry frames, I mean. The frames has to be the same, so I am attacking a little too early or a little too late, one or the other. Can't quite figure out what it is though.
This will happen. Oh well.
Blades sharpened. Blades brave. Please survive. Run on.
Not impressed.
Ready to obey.
The teleport seems to be just a sound effect. Phase 2.
Time to hit big. Blades brave. Hello, God.
Cut him down. I've got this.
A storm is coming. Take cover.
Ready to parry.
You know what? I think this might actually call for a break. If I die this time, I'm gonna just take a break and maybe stream later. I'm not giving up on this fight though. Just like Golgrab, we're gonna do this. It is unfortunate that I'm dying so much though. A good rest is what you really need sometimes, just to have it all click in your brain. Look, I don't see this fight taking as long as Golra though, thankfully, so we can continue on Act 2.
A brilliant light.
Just try it. I've got this.
Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Careful.
Okay, better. Anytime we did not die to that one, I'm taking as a considerable win. Should use Rock Slide again. Because we have a Lightning Stain there.
Just try it.
Please survive. This will hurt. Flames rain.
Let's carve a path.
Oh, I used one extra shot. Unfortunate. Let's use Defiant. Let's keep the burn going.
So much potential.
I can. Interesting. Now that I have actually two rock slides, I can actually use this to get an additional turn here. Very interesting. So I want three AP so that I can use. No. Taking away the use. If I use like thermal transfer here, I'll get an ice, but that's going to be consumed by. Oh, sorry guys, give me a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Apparently, we are having blackouts again, which is very unfortunate. Like, we had a blackout that lasted for an entire 5 hours the other day. It might be safer for me to switch off stream, but I'm going to keep going until I die. But after that, we're going to call it, just to be safe in case power goes off or something. But yeah, as I was, the odd thing about that phone call that I had was that my friend's floor had power, but not the other floors, so he was wondering what was happening. Anyways, do I want to use... I need an ice and a fire here, right? So if I use fire first... Yeah, I'll still have the 2 earth stains for me to play immediately. So we're going to use fire this turns. And... then use ice on the next one. Give Luna that extra turn.
I'll improvise.
Give powerful to everyone this turn.
Blades sharp.
Careful, Verso. Chroma's flowing.
Yeah, now we're gonna use ice, and we want. You know what? I'm not gonna use any shots because I'm not quite sure. We need 5, 6, 7. So 7. Okay. 7. There we go. Consume 2. Give us an additional turn here. And then, oh, I actually get AP back for that too. So interesting. Then we can use Rock Slide. Although I also used my Light Stain, which is not ideal because I wanted 1 Light Stain to increase my damage.
Wait, in.
You're outmatched. Target marked.
Oh, I used the wrong move there. We'll be getting into phase 3 soon.
I'll manage.
I am just using the wrong one all over again, aren't I? Use Paradigm Shift here.
So much potential.
Lune actually has the ideal number of stains for maximum damage on Rock Slide, so let's go Rock Slide.
Pressed.
Flames break. On up.
I'll manage.
Please survive.
Okay, yeah, that move is still getting me. One more chance with Seal. I need to learn that pattern.
I'm waiting.
Oh, come on. Dying for another until another move is no fun, right? Unfortunately, that's gonna be all the time I have for today. I'm actually gonna take a break. I've been at this, whoa, for 3 hours. I didn't even realize. A break will serve us well, and I can take a look at all the footage to see how we can deal with that charge attack Anyhow, if anyone's watching, good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. I am gonna go off. Bye.